Good morning, children. Welcome back to the class. And I'm very happy with your homeworks. You have done the graph very neatly, and some of you are not able to do. Please go through it. Once again, you have to do the graph. That is very important. And please mention the name properly when you are doing your homeworks, when you are sending your homeworks. And your pics are not clear. So make sure when you are sending the homeworks, the pics must be very clear as well as your names and the homeworks. And don't do wrong ones. Many of you have done the wrong homeworks also. So please take care of that. Take someone's help and do it properly. Now coming to the chapter, today we are learning about the measuring rainfall. How to measure the rainfall. How can we measure the amount of rainfall at a particular place? Farmers estimate the rainfall based on the wetness of the soil after the rain. So it's the rainy season. You can see the weather report also. How much centimeter of rainfall is happened yesterday in the Hyderabad. They'll be giving in the newspapers and the television. So the farmers, how do they estimate the rainfall? By looking at the soil after the rain. After the rain, they'll look at the soil, they'll touch the soil and they will call it as Padanu. Then they'll call it as Padanu. By looking at the Padanu, they'll say this much of rainfall is sufficient to start agricultural activities like plowing. So by looking at the Padanu, by looking at the soil after the rain, they'll start the plowing for the agricultural activities. This is an approximate measure. There is not a real measurement, but it is an approximate measure. Let us do number 6 activity. Take a 10 cm wired beaker and insert a funnel of the same width. They are asking for this. We need a beaker of 10 centimeters wide. This is called as width. And the same measurement you have to take a funnel. Keep the apparatus in an open place when it is raining. The rainwater would be collected through the funnel into the beaker. So in a beaker we have to keep a funnel and you have to keep it in an open place where the rain falls. After the rain is over, measure the amount of water collected in a beaker. If the depth of the water is 1 centimeter, then the magnitude of the rainfall is 1 centimeter. So after the rainfall, you have to take a scale and you have to measure what is the depth of the rainfall. If it is 1 centimeter, then you can say that the rainfall is 1 centimeter. So in this way they will measure the rainfall. This is an example that you are able to do, that you can able to do the measurement of rainfall in your house. It's very easy and try to do this, children. Meteorologists measure the rainfall using a rain gauge. It is also called odometer or pulvinometer or anthrometer. So they are having 3 names. You can say odometer, pulvinometer and anthrometer. They can measure exact amount of rainfall. By using these instruments, they can measure the exact rainfall of amount of rainfall. Rainfall is expressed in centimeters or millimeters. So how do the rainfall is expressed? How can you say the rainfall in kgs? Not in millimeters and centimeters. Areas, if there is rainfall at the right time, farmers celebrate crop festivals. So now this is the right time for the agriculture activities. The rainfall now that is occurring is very good for the farmers, for the agricultural lands. So if the rainfall is falling in the right time, the farmers will be very happy and the cultivation will be very good and they will celebrate the crop festivals. How do farmers celebrate the first showers? Try to find about this. So in different areas they will be celebrating in a different ways to celebrate the crop festivals. Discuss with your elders in your village, town. You can also collect the songs they sing at the time. Display them in a school or magazine. So at this time the farmers will be singing the song and they will be very happy for this rainfall. So they will celebrate it. So the method of celebrating will be different, but every farmer will be happy during this period. Maybe having some grandfathers, grandmothers at the village, you can ask the details from them. Now the direction of wind. So till now we have learned about the measuring rainfall. Now the direction of wind. We feel happy in the mornings and evenings in summer. Yes, because at that time it will be cool, then after in the noon time it will be very hot. At that time cool breeze blows. So from morning to evening we'll be in the home, but after 7 or 8 o'clock, around 7 8 o'clock we'll be sitting outside the house because to get the cool breeze. We know that there is air in our surroundings, and also that moving air is wind. Yes, why do we go out to get a cool breeze? What is that cool breeze? The cool wind, the air that is present in the surroundings. Can we guess what is the direction of the wind is? So can you guess the direction of the wind? Let us do. Let us find the direction of wind by using cardboard pieces and a thin nail. For this is also an activity that you have to do. Anyhow, you are staying at home, so you can do these small activities. It will be like a fun for you, as well as you will get the knowledge. So this rain gauge also you can prepare it. Does not need any more items. So only one funnel and a beaker and a scale. So now one more activity they have given with the cardboard pieces. Take 2 cardboard pieces and cut them the shape of an arrow and paste them together in this way. Insert a thin needle or iron wire as shown in the figure at the middle of the arrow. In the middle of the arrow you have to insert a thin needle or a wire. The needle must be long enough to be fixed on a strong base and should allow the arrow to move along the direction of the wind. And it should be very long so that the arrow should be rotated. It should be fixed with a long needle and the arrow should be in such a direction that it should move easily. In this way you can make a cardboard pieces. So it's very easy, and you can make your own wind vane. By this you can know the direction of the wind. Now we can also measure wind speed and direction with an anemometer. Observe the direction of wind, tablet your observation of wind direction. Here they have given. So they have given the timings also. Early morning, from which direction does the wind come? From the east or northeast or north, northwest, west, southwest, south, southeast. In the noon time as well as afternoon, evening and night. You have to observe the wind direction and you have to fill this table. Does the wind move in the same direction the whole day? Does not move. It does not move in the same direction whole day. In which direction does it move in the morning? For this we have to do an activity. Next, about the humidity. Why is it sweaty in Vijayawada and relatively less in Hyderabad in summer? Even though it is hotter, we do not sweat as much as in Hyderabad. In places near a river or in coastal regions, the weather is in summer is humid. Yes, in Vijayawada it is more sweaty when comparing to the Hyderabad. And even though it is very hot in the Hyderabad, we does not feel any sweating. And the places like near coastal areas, the weather in the summer is very humid. In summer season, if you are in coastal region, you will feel very sweaty in addition to feeling hot winds. Yes, in summer, if you are present in the near coastal areas, it will be very sweaty. Vijayawada is more humid than Hyderabad. Why is Vijayawada generally more humid? So humidity is nothing but the moisture of air that is present in the surroundings. So as the humidity is more, we feel more sweating. So in Vijayawada the humidity is more, that's why we feel sweating. And whereas in the Hyderabad it's only hot, the humidity is not high. That's why we don't feel sweating. Now let us do activity number 8. Take about 10 ml of water in a test tube. Heat it on a Bunsen burner on a candle. What happens? Think about it. Why do bubbles appear in water? Why is the water level reducing? Where did the water go? Yes, when you heat the water in the test tubes, what happens? Where did the water goes? The water changes into water vapor and it mixes in the air. Why is water level reducing? Because the water is changing into water vapor. That's why the water level is reducing. Where did the water go? It will just go into the air. When water is heated, it changes into water vapor. The water vapor enters into the air. In the same way, seawater changes into vapor due to heating by the sun. Because of the heat that is produced by the sun, the seawater is getting evaporated. The quantity of moisture in the air is the humidity of the place. So the humidity of this place, the humidity of so and so place, why they are saying the humidity? Humidity is nothing but the moisture in the air. If the humidity is very high, we feel sweaty. We will learn more about humidity in subsequent classes. In before classes we will be learning. Next, as weather conditions cyclic during years, are weather conditions cycling during the years? We know that in the equatorial region is very high hot and the polar region is very cold. How can you say a particular place is cold or hot? So till now we have learned about the wind, direction of the wind, humidity, rainfall, temperature of a body and temperature of an object. Now the cold, measuring the cold. Observe the weather report of two places in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh states. The average temperature and rainfall for the last 25 years of a particular month is given in the table. In which month was the maximum temperature recorded and why? Comparatively, which place is hot? Why? How can you say that Hyderabad is cooler than the Ramagundam in summer? If the same weather recurs periodically at a place, it is considered as the climate of that place. So already they have given a table here. Ramagundam and Arogyavaram. So average temperature in Celsius degrees they have given, average rainfall it is given, and average temperature and average rainfall in millimeters. So the temperature and the rainfall that is occurring every year for so many years, then you can say, then it is decided as the climate of this place is so and so. Now what is climate? The average weather pattern taken over a long time, say 25 years, is called climate of place. So how can they are able to say the climate of the place is? Now we can say that Ooty climate is very cool. How can we decide? Because of 24 years, from vice versa, the temperature is and rainfall will be the same. It will be occurring in same measurements for 25 years. Then you can say that the climate of that place. Broadly, the same patterns of temperature, rainfall, humidity, wind speed, and that have been generally continuing for a long time, say the last 25 years, at a place gives the climate of that place. Yes, the climate of the place will be decided by the temperature and the rainfall that is occurring for 25 years. When would you say that the climate of place is rainy or cold? By looking at the climate for the past 25 years. Then looking at the climate, you can say the area is rainy or cold. Now let us do number 10. Observe features of the following states: Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Jammu Kashmir, West Bengal, and specific places in India from an atlas. Try to write down something about the climate in these areas. So you have to write the climate in about Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Jammu Kashmir, West Bengal. These areas climates you have to find out and write. What is the climate in Kerala? How will be the climate in Rajasthan? That you can find out and write it. And this is the homework for you. Just you have to write the climate in Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Jammu Kashmir and West Bengal. The Indian Meteorological Department studies climate of our country. And which is helping to study the climate in our country? Indian Meteorological Department. Climate describes the weather condition occurring over a relatively longer period of time in a given place. For example, in the month of June, we expect the weather to be dry in Bangalore, humid in Kolkata, hot in dry parts in Rajasthan, cold in Kashmir and rainy in coastal Kerala. What does this tell us? The month of June, the weather in Hyderabad and weather in Kolkata, weather in Bangalore, weather in Kashmir, weather in Kerala are very different. When in Kolkata in the month of June it is very humid, and Rajasthan it is hot, and in Kashmir it is cold, and in Bangalore it is dry. So for example, does it mean that in the coastal Kerala is always rainy in the month of June, or it would be always humid in Kolkata? Yes, for the past 25 years they look at the temperatures, rainfall, humidity, and then they'll decide the climate. So already the climate is decided in the month of June. In Rajasthan it is dry, and in Bangalore it is dry, and in Kolkata it is humid. Do you know the people living in an area adjust to the conditions of climate? For example, the rainfall has been relatively less for the past 2 decades. Even in Rayalaseema, during rainy season, the tanks and the canals remain dry. Yes, in Rayalaseema, during the rainy season also, there is no water in the canals. It is dry. The dried canals and tanks are now used for other purposes. The less rainfall has also led to developing ways to use less water. The change in rainfall pattern shows that there may be shift in climates over long periods of time. In areas which do not have a climate of rain, when it rains heavily, there is no way to drain out the water. So, for the past 2 decades, there is no proper rainfall in the Rayalaseema, and the change in the rainfall patterns are happening. There may be shifts in the climate. So, for the 2 decades, now again there may be one more shift in the climate, and there we can see lot of changes in the climate. And when it rains heavily, there is no way to drain out the water. As a result, many areas were flooded and submerged in Kurnool. So, if there is a over rainfall, the water is not drained out immediately. That is, all the roads are made with concrete, and the water does not go deep into the ground. The groundwater is not there. So, this water, what happens? There is no way to drain out. That's why the floods are occurring in the Kurnool district and also in other parts of Rayalaseema. So, when the water is not able to go out, when the water is not able to get in deep into the ground, then the floods will occur. Nowadays, there is a complaint that climate is not ordered as it was. Seasonal climatic conditions do not appear as predictable and known. So, nowadays the climate is not same as before the past 20 years back or 25 years back. The climate has been getting changed, and the prediction is also not correct. So, that means even we are not able to predict how will be the climate. In the month of June itself, it used to be rain when we were go to school. When we used to go to school at the time, in the month of June, it was a very heavy rainfalls. But nowadays, in the June month, the rainfall is not occurring. So, like that, the climate is changing. Give examples of such changes in your area after discussing to elders. So, ask your grandparents how was the climate when they were small, when they were at the age of 20. How was the climate in the month of June? How was the climate in the December? Now, compare the climate with those olden days. Now, climate and lifestyle. Climate mostly affects on our daily life. We change our lifestyle to suit that climate. We wear cotton clothes in summer. Yes, according to the climate, our lifestyle will be depending. So, if the climate is hot, we'll prefer to wear cotton clothes. If the climate is cold, we'll prefer to wear the woolen clothes. In this way, the climate is related to our lifestyle. And in summer, we also want to drink cool drinks. What do we like to do in winter? We like to wear the sweaters, and we'll search for the blankets at the night time, and we'll prefer to have a hot coffee and hot tea. Imagine the precautions you would take to need if you're going to visit Kashmir or Ooty during winter. So, if you want to go to Kashmir during winter, so what type of precautions you will be taking? That is for your imagination. So, by this we have finished the chapter. Please go through the lesson and write also the keywords. Keywords you have to write, as well as the climatic conditions in the Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Jammu Kashmir and West Bengal. This is your homework for today. Thank you.